Everyone keeps talking about Dubai South, but let's be real, why would anyone want to live that far from the city? Isn't it just empty piece of land right now? Like apart from the airport, what else do we have in Dubai South? And does it really make sense to invest in a place that might take decades to finish? Dubai South is not what it looks like from the outside. Like this area is said to be one of the biggest growth zones in the UAE. In this video, I'm going to break down what's really being built here and why the government and developers are putting billions of dirhams into this area. And is it the right time to invest, and when will be the good time to exit as well? If you look at Dubai's history, it all started from the north side, areas like Bar Dubai, Dera and DXB airport, but now the focus has shifted to the south. This is where all of the excitement is happening. Talking about Dubai South, we have two major landmarks. Firstly, we have Port Jebel Ali, which is a massive part of Dubai's economy. Even in fact, 25% of Dubai's economy come from the wholesale and retails, and a big chunk of it comes from this port directly. Another really important point is to mention that Dubai International Airport will eventually shut down, and all of the operations are going to move to Al Maktoum International Airport, which is said to be world's largest airport. It is going to have 5 runways, and it is building at a cost of around 128 billion dirhams. It can also handle over 200 million passengers every single year, which is a huge number. Now this is a big deal for Dubai because the city is highly transit, and almost 90% of the people living in Dubai are not originally from Dubai. And international trade definitely plays an important role in the economy as well. Right now there are a lot of businesses and services that operate around DXP International Airport to support it, but once the shift happens, these businesses will definitely have to move themselves to Al Maktoum International Airport. And since this airport sits right next to Dubai South area, so all of this activity is going to drive huge growth and boost the economy in this specific area. One thing that's always true about Dubai is that wherever the government invests, land values definitely tends to go up in that area. We have seen this happen many times. Even if we talk about master communities like Marina and downtown, we have seen the property prices in those areas have grown a lot. So if you take the same way of thinking in Dubai South, definitely the Dubai government is putting a lot of money. Even if we talk about the single plot of this airport, which is going to be around 128 billion dirhams, and Dubai South government is putting itself, they have their own communities of villas and townhouses, so government is putting their money into this specific area. So putting your money into this area is definitely going to be rewarding for yourself, just because government is adding a lot to it. Now let's talk about Expo City specifically. The Dubai government has decided that this will be the next big center of Dubai. Just like how Marina and downtown were developed before, they have already spent around 25 billion dirhams in this area, and recently they have also announced another 10,000 dirhams to create a brand new exhibition center which will take over the one that is near DIFC. The new setup will host more than over 600 international events, which mean a huge number of visitors and businesses will be coming to Expo City. Apartments here in Expo City are starting from around 2 million dirhams. Once everything is ready, more than 40,000 professionals will be working into this area, and the best part is metro is still operational into this area, meaning the whole area will have an easy access to rest of the Dubai. Now if we look at Dubai South residential district, which is a bit different from the Expo City, this part of Dubai South is mainly focused on housing and living spaces, and the overall area is managed by the master developer Dubai South itself. But most of the land in this area is sold to the private developers, where they're going to design and build different type of communities, but those communities will be approved by the master developer Dubai South. This means Dubai South residential district will have most of the communities will be low rise, and you can say low density areas as well. Even if we talk about Dubai South developer itself, it's also creating a premium project called South Bay, which is the part of a community. They are building modern villas and townhouses, all are centered around large man-made lagoons, which will definitely give a waterfront lifestyle to the neighborhood as well. In Dubai South, there are other big communities being developed. For example, we have Emaar South at number 1, which is built by the Emaar, one of the most famous developers in Dubai, and it is centered around a golf course, and prices here for 1 bedroom are starting from 1.5 million dirhams, and for a 3-bedroom townhouse, it is anywhere starting from 3.4 to 3.5 million dirhams. If we talk about the next community, which is right next to it, it is going to be Azizi Venice, which is an Afghan developer. Most of the community is centered around a lagoon. You'll be having the apartments facing the lagoon as well. The starting price for a studio is around 650 to 670,000 dirham, and 1-bedrooms are starting from 1.1 million dirhams. Another big project that is right next to Azizi Venice is by BT Properties, named as Wada, where you'll be having studio apartments until 4 and 5-bedroom or even 6-bedroom luxury villas as well. It is a complete community of around 14 million square feet, and the prices for a studio is starting from around 460,000 dirhams, and townhouses for a 3-bedroom townhouse, which is starting from 2.6 million dirhams, and for a 4-bedroom villa, which is going to be starting from 3.8 to 3.9 million dirhams. Even though the prices are pretty much affordable, this is their first project in Dubai, So that is why they are coming up with reasonable prices. But definitely these are the projects you need to look out if you are specifically looking in Dubai South area. If we think how Dubai has grown in the past, like the situation looks pretty much similar to me. Like around 10 years ago, the middle part of the Dubai was at a similar stage, like still developing with many of the master plans being launched. Today those areas are like one of the most successful parts of Dubai right now. And like same kind of growth we are seeing happening right now in Dubai South. One of the big ideas behind Dubai South master plan is the location, which is right next to Abu Dhabi. And you can say UAE's long-term vision is to bring Dubai and Abu Dhabi closer together, and Dubai South like sits right in between. Even though like Abu Dhabi has its own strong economy and job market, being close to like both of the city will make pretty much practical for most of the people. Like many people will like to live in Dubai South just because they have an easy access to Dubai and they are like a short drive away from Abu Dhabi as well. Prices here in Dubai South are starting from 850,000 dirham for a one-bedroom apartment, even though studios are starting from 450,000 dirhams. And for a townhouse of a 3-bedroom with a size of around 2300 square feet, it is starting anywhere between 2.7 to 2.8 million dirhams. Even though like it is pretty much practical right now to invest in Dubai South, as the prices are pretty much affordable and reasonable as compared to the rest of the market. That's it for now. If you need to ask anything about Dubai South, just send me a WhatsApp. I'm always up. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.